All right, welcome back to News Now on PNC. So Joanna, welcome aboard, and of course, the talk of the town. Everyone's worried about the tropical storm Bobby. Right. So what more can you tell us about Bobby?
So tropical storm Bobby is moving towards west faster than yesterday at about a speed of 20 miles per hour. NWS issued typhoon watch for Guam, Saipan, and other Marianas Islands. So please go ahead and make preparations for possible damages. The latest update from NWS today said that Bobby is about 1,000 miles away southeast of Guam with expected maximum sustained winds at 50 miles per hour. So far, NWS expects Bobby to arrive on Marianas by Sunday and near the islands by Sunday night through Monday. Besides this typhoon watch, we also have to look out for fire weather watch, small craft advisory, and high surf advisory. Now, due to this tropical storm, there are many differences in 3-day forecast as well, which we're going to take a look at right now. For tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with 10% chance of rain. Winds are blowing at speed of 10 to 15 miles per hour for now, with temperatures between 77 to 90. And now, until the storm brings rain clouds, we ought to watch out for the fire because moisture is just soaking up through the storm. And so the winds are also still growing harder, so please watch out for fire. For tomorrow, skies will be mostly sunny during the day and partly cloudy during the night, but the chance of rain still remains at 10% during the daytime. So once again, we ought to look out for fire weather watch tomorrow before the noon. Then as the night falls tomorrow, winds will be growing at 30 miles with chance of rain increasing up to 20%. Lastly, on Sunday, we're expecting Bobby to arrive on nighttime. So for daytime, expect winds to be blowing about 25 to 35 miles. Then as night falls, damaging winds of 35 to 45 are expected. Cloud coverage-wise, Sunday daytime will be mostly cloudy with just isolated showers in the morning. But starting Sunday afternoon, scatter showers are expected with 40% chance of rain. NWS says thunderstorm is also possible after the midnight now because Bobby is expected to pass Guam to the south on Saipan. On Saipan, expect similar weather conditions, but with winds about 5 miles weaker than on Guam.
All right, well, thank you very much for that very detailed weather report. So Sunday night is probably the closest approach we could expect, Sunday into Monday.
Yes.
So for sure, advise our residents to start cleaning up the debris around their homes.
Right.
Putting up those.
Clean up your trash.
Yeah, more trash.
My
All right, well, thanks, Joanna.
Thank you.
Well, have you been dying to try some different food for a change, but don't really know where to go on Guam? Well, we just discovered the island's best kept secret in terms of eclectic dishes. We'll give you a hint. It's at a hotel in the heart of Tumon.
So we'll let you in on a little secret. Over at the Pacific Star Resort and Spa, there is a rocking lunch buffet that introduces different types of traditional dishes every week. General Manager Roy Abraham.
We're trying to introduce some things to Guam. Our hotel, we specialize in doing something that no one else has. So that's why we started the Indian buffet. We started the Streets of Asia, now Middle Eastern.
There's no other place on Guam where you can try Middle Eastern cuisine right now, and for the next 3 weeks, residents and tourists get to stuff themselves silly with this type of food. Pacific Star is launching Middle Eastern Nights this Saturday, and it will last until April 5th. After that, Abraham says it'll become part of their rotation for their lunch buffet themes. And the best part, it's all authentic. In fact, Abraham brought a culinary expert who's originally from Tunisia to Guam to create these recipes. Meet guest chef Adam Seboy.
I was very happy to be here, and I welcome the opportunity so we can add something to this beautiful island, which Middle Eastern food is different, healthy,
This is what we sampled last night. Fresh salads like chickpea with feta cheese, hummus dips, desserts like baklava, malbia, and awama, which is similar to our bunyelas dagu. Is your mouth watering yet? For meat, we had kebab and one of my favorites, shawarma.
But one of the unique ones is the shawarma. Some people call it the gyro, which is like the Greek one, but this is the true Middle Eastern one. So we make it in the hotel, marinate it, and we layer it fresh. We don't have any frozen. It's It's very authentic and it's served the traditional way.
I'm sure you're wondering who will take over after Chef Adam leaves. Well, Pacific Star executive chef Leland Fang may specialize in Chinese food. I hear he makes the best dim sum in town. But he's the kind of guy who's willing, no, passionate about learning new dishes. In fact, Abraham says Chef Leland's Indian cooking is better than his.
That is what every chef needs to do. As a chef, you never end up to learn something else. Even you're executive chef or whatever there, so we have to keep up a passion to learn.
Again, Middle Eastern Nights begins tomorrow night from 6 to 9 p.m. and will happen nightly until April 5th.
Well, if you've ever tried to sell kids in the value of vegetables, you know the frustration kids show creators faced after season 1 of Nihi. Straight up language lessons? Boring. Nihi needed a reboot. Rizal Romanes has a story.
It's a little bit tennis. I know it's frightening, but don't be scared.
This is the new Nihi, a fun and fast-paced language learning show for Guam's kids. It's not like anybody hated the old show, but viewers wanted more fun.
The second time around, we really tried to incorporate what people asked for, and that was karaoke words beneath the songs. I mean, that was one of the most common requests that we had. And then we've also added in some additional content.
Art director Jess Duenas-Merrill says thanks to viewer input, the new Nihi also has more content, artwork, music, and fun. A favorite memory of Kara's was in a fishing episode where she dangled a live fish for the actors.
We just had a lot of fun filming that episode. There are a lot of great songs. Some people catch EE with Talata inside the reef. I mean, it was a great episode.
The fun shines through the new Nihi, which works for a show produced and directed by mostly non-native Chamorro speakers.
There are like 2 people involved in the project who speak Chamorro fluently. We are all learners, so we all started Nihi because we wanted to learn. We care about, we care about the Chamorro language. We've sat in on some classes with Miguel at Java Junction, or a number of classes, and this is kind of our contribution.
We're getting there.
Watch Nihi weekday afternoons on Fox 6 and Saturday mornings on ABC 7. From PNC News, I'm Rizal Romanes.
And in a celebration of Mes Chamorro, Tizen High Titans put on a big Chamorro fashion show at their campus this morning. Students chose a female and male representative to compete in the pageant from the different class levels, which consisted of showing off their national costumes and trying to earn the title of Best in Formal Wear. Coordinator Senora Severina Atalik says students will also have to answer questions about the Chamorro culture. Whoever gets the highest score will earn the title of Magalahi and Magahaga.
Students chose, on the competition, they chose their own international costumes, and they talk about the customs of which they know about, and that has to reflect with our Chamorro culture. So it's a beautiful thing that we do here. We teach our students about our Chamorro cultures and our language at the same time.
Atalik says students raised funds to compete, and a portion goes toward the big Guput Chamorro celebration the school is hosting next week, and the other half will go towards their class.
Well, the Guam Visitors Bureau has reached another major milestone with last month's visitor arrivals. GBB says February arrivals have set records for the month with about 126,000 visitors to the island, breaking the previous record by 3,000 visitors. GBB spokesman Josh Tekenko says growing and diversifying visitor markets are paying off as they continue to promote the Chamorro culture and the Hafaday spirit. He says they were also able to achieve this banner month through the influx of tourists celebrating the Chinese New Year. Tekenko tells us that Guam also surpassed its 35 millionth visitor since 1966 with February's banner arrivals, and they're also seeing more Japanese tourists.
For this past month, Japan also showed signs of great improvement. In fact, this is the best, I think, Japan arrivals have been in almost 2 years. On average, Japan arrivals have been declining about 7%, but this past month it declined by 1.5% over the previous year. So that to us says that Japan's economy is improving, and we're hoping that for this month we'll see some growth in the Japan market.
And Takenko says GVB is looking to expand their signature events and sports tourism to attract more visitors to the island, which will help them achieve their tourism 2020 goals of 2 million visitors by the year 2020.
Speaking of sports tourism, sports newscaster Blake Watson, he's up next with sports.